Morning, everyone. Welcome to our Fire Flow class. Today, you need nothing but your body weight and space on the floor, whether you have an exercise mat, yoga mat, anything like that to sit on, or maybe you lay out a towel or a blanket, or make your way to carpet. So, join me in a seated position. Our class today will be a mix of strengthening and stretching moves. We're going to kind of flow through some stretches, a little bit of maybe some balance poses. We'll see how it goes, and let's get started. So meet me in a seat. Scoot your glutes out of the way so that you can feel your sit bones connect to the ground, and then take your hands and just place them down on your hips with some gentle pressure downward into the floor. Close down your eyes. Feel yourself sit up tall from the torso as you feel that opposition grounding from the hips. Feeling your legs and your hips rooted down into the ground. Take a couple deep breaths. Letting the shoulders come down away from the ears. Softening the muscles of the face. And then start to extend your right hand down and lift your left arm up and over, feeling that grounding still. Those hips are still in connection with the ground. And we'll switch up and over to the other side, rooting down through those sit bones. And release, walk the fingertips out as wide as you can. Sink the shoulders down and drop the ear to the shoulder. And bring it to the other side. And back to center. Place both hands down and both knees down, coming into a tabletop position. Fingers spread wide. We've got our nice shoulders over wrists, hips over knees alignment. And we're going to breathe in as the belly drops and the gaze lifts. Then breathe out as you tuck the tailbone and round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, look up, drop the belly. Exhale, look down, round the back. Move with your own breath. Last one. And then meet me back in a flat back position. Engage your core so that you feel nice and stable. Tuck your toes and lift your knees an inch off the ground, keeping your back flat. Breathe and hold. Maybe your body starts to shake a little bit. You can just say, good morning, body. Good morning, muscles. Thanks for working today. Go ahead and drop your knees. Keep that same core engagement. Just lift the left leg back. Straight leg, kicking that heel back. Press into the left hand and the right knee as you lift that right arm straight over your head. Reaching in opposite directions. Nice strong line from the hand to the foot. We're going to exhale to pull that knee and elbow together around the spine, and inhale to extend nice and long. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, extend. 2 more like that, nice and strong, squeezing the abdomen. Last one. And then come back out. This time, we're going to take that crunch and turn it outwards. So we're going to pull our right elbow back and our left knee in, and then kick it out. Hovering above the ground. Ready? There we go. Pull it out to the side and extend. Keep it going. We're going to 5. Last one. And release. Sit back on the heels. Take a second. Maybe give your wrists a little stretch before we do the other side. Waking up the core this morning. Make your way back to your tabletop. And this time, engage the core once more. Kick the right leg out. Find your center, find your stability. Pressing away from the back, strong shoulders, and lift the left arm. Hold that nice, long, straight body. Pulling that belly button up so that our core is protected, our spine is protected. And on your next exhale, draw the knee and the elbow together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it in. That's 2. 3. 4. And 5. We'll go out to the side now. Knee towards elbow and elbow towards the side. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Great. Put your knees together, your toes together. Sit your hips back and reach your arms forward. Rest your forehead on the mat, child pose. Start to roll forward and tuck the toes and peel the hips up into a downward facing dog, pressing away from the mat. Option here to bend and straighten the legs, finding any movement that feels good, maybe shifting the hips right and left, whatever you need this morning. Stretch it out. And we're going to drop the left foot and lift the right. Feeling that stretch in the hamstring. And pull your right knee in towards your chest. Pull it in, and put that foot between the hands. Drop the bottom knee. Lift your arms up into a low lunge position. Reaching those thumbs back, sinking the hips down. Then reach the hands down to frame the foot. Left hand stays down, right arm lifts up into a twist. From here, a couple options. You can come to a front plank if you need to, or you can try to join me and go right into a side plank. So I'm going to turn onto the outside edge of my left foot, press into my left hand, and slide my right foot to meet my left in the side plank. Or you can go to a front plank and then twist open into your side plank. When you get there, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to your front plank. Lower your body all the way down to the ground. Press the tops of your feet into the ground. Hands by your rib cage. And inhale to lift the chest. Cobra stretch. Release it down. Tuck the toes. Press yourself all the way back into downward facing dog. This time we'll drop the right heel, lift the left leg. Shift forward, pull the knee to the chest, and place it down. Back knee down. Find your support and lift on up. Opening up those shoulders, thumbs are reaching back. And release it down. Right arm stays down, left arm lifts up, open twist. And again, that option is there to place the hand down and step this foot back to front plank, or stay in your twist. Press into your hand, shift onto that outer edge of the back foot, and slide the top one to meet the bottom. Side plank. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to your belly. Another inhale brings us into that cobra, lifting the chest, pulling those shoulders down away from the ears. And then tuck the toes back to downward facing dog. Same flow, but this time we're going to lift the back knee the whole time. So drop the left heel, lift the right leg up. Pull the knee to the nose, step that foot forward, keep your back leg lifted this time, and lift up. Drawing that tailbone down, lower belly in. Then reach those hands down to frame the foot and lift that right arm up. Press into the left hand, shift to the outside edge, and meet me in side plank. Back into a front plank. You can lower to your belly and do the cobra we did before, or you can lower halfway, flip your toes, and come to an upward facing dog, hips lifted off the ground. Everybody meets in downward facing dog. And we'll take a big breath together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Great. Drop the right heel, lift the left. Shift forward, pull the knee in, and step it up. Find your strong foundation. Rise up. Release the hands down to the ground. Open that left arm up for your twist. Release it down or stay up, shifting onto the side, making your way to side plank however works for you. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to front plank. Either lower all the way down or come halfway into upward facing dog. Or you can join me for this cobra. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Take your right foot and cross it over your left, then your left foot and cross it over your right, starting to walk your way in these diagonal steps towards the front of your mat. Once you get there, bend the knees generously. Let the head hang heavy, forward fold. Shake the head yes and no. Allow it to really release. And slowly ragdoll, lift yourself up. Head comes up last. Wonderful. Take your feet and knees together. Hands at the heart, and push your hips back into chair pose. This is a squatting feeling. We're pushing our hips back out of the way like we're trying to sit down in a chair. If you look down, you can see your toes. Can you sink down one more inch? Keep breathing. Twist our torso. Keep the legs where they are. And hook that right elbow on the left knee, on the outside. Be careful that your knees don't slip apart here. And then press into it. Pressing the knee and the elbow into one another to create some space. Come back to center with control, reaching over to the other side, hooking onto that knee, or the thigh, creating that space, pressing away. And then come back to center and stand all the way up. Take your arms, reach them up, breathe in, and out, and release behind you. Press away. We're going to fold here. Again, you have the option to take a bend of the knees, whatever you need, or let that chest fall forward and the hands come over the head towards the ground, but they're not going to touch. Feet are hip distance apart. Slowly rise up and release the hands. Take the shoulders, roll them up and back. Maybe close your eyes here for a moment. Roll your shoulders forward now. And then release, opening those eyes back up. We'll shift our weight onto our left foot. So come up onto the ball of the right foot. Feel your weight stable in your left leg. And just kick that right leg up so that it's lifted. Slightly bend your left leg and start to kick your foot backwards behind you as your chest comes forward. A nice long spine. If this is where you stay today, that's all good. You can take your hands to your heart for support. If you wanted to come all the way into it, we're looking for a capital T shape with our body. Nice long line from your head to your foot, but we're supported. We're pulling our belly in. We've got a nice long neck, flat back. You got this. If you wobble, you're only human. It's okay to fall and come back to it. Keep breathing. One more breath here. And slowly start to bend that front knee and guide that back foot towards the ground. Did you make it? Great. All right, lift those arms up. We're in that high lunge we had before. We're gonna bend the elbows, bend the knees, and inhale, reach the arms up. Bend the elbows, pull them down. Inhale, reach it up. That was 2. Keep going. We're going to 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Turn your toes towards the right so that you can put your feet down. You're in a straddle position. Place the hands on the hips and reach down, folding over the legs. You can place your hands down on the mat. Breathe into it. Allow the neck to be heavy, the head to be heavy. We're not holding anything or controlling anything in this fold. Then start to walk up to a flat back. Take the hands on the hips and lift up. Turn your toe of the right foot, turn the right foot so that it's facing the back side of your mat. We're going to kick right up into that other side, that capital T position. So bend your knee, find your stability, take that foot in slightly, shift your weight over that front leg, and start to lift the heel and let that heart come down towards the ground. Everything moves as one. So if the chest comes down, the foot lifts up. If the foot comes down, the chest lifts up like a teeter-totter. Find your position that feels good. It might look like this, straight line from head to foot, or it might look like this. Wherever you are is where you're meant to be. Keep pressing away from the ground with that right leg, pulling the shoulders down and back, hands are at the heart. You've got this. One more deep breath here. Then with control, bending that front leg, gently step your left leg back. Lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, pull down, bending the knees, elbows down to the sides. Inhale, rise up. Ooh, lost the balance. Keep it going, down and up. Two more. And then turn your toes to the left, flat back, hands on the hips, reach it down, forward fold. This time, take your palms, turn your fingertips backwards so they're facing your heels, and walk those hands out behind you, through and under the legs, pulling you just a bit deeper into your fold. Place the hands back to the center and walk them over to the right. Chest comes toward the right thigh. Then walk them over toward the left, chest to the left thigh. And back to center. Heel toe your feet in so that you end up in a little bit of a wider position than heels at a hip distance, but not quite as wide as we just were. And we're going to sink it down into a low squat. So make any adjustments you need to. Place the hands at the chest and use the elbows to press the knees away. If you're uncomfortable here, you can sit on a pillow or a yoga block, place it underneath your hips. Breathe deep. We're trying to keep the heels down if we can. Lean your shoulder down inside of this leg and reach the fingertips towards the earth. Lift that other arm up for a twist. Back to center. Lean your other shoulder down. Extend the arm and lift up your arm. Back to center. Use your hands in whatever capacity you need to. If you need to help yourself to sit your hips on the ground, and join me right into a boat pose. So lifting those feet off the ground, you can help yourself by holding onto your hamstrings or lift the arms by the sides. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the legs. Reach it up on a breath in, arms up. With a nice long spine, reach up and over with your fingertips into your forward fold. Make your way up. Extend your arms and roll yourself down all the way down to your back. Once you get there, place your feet down, knees bent. Take a little windshield wiper with those legs, side to side. And then arms are straight by the sides. We're going to press, feet are about hip distance apart. We're going to press into the feet and lift the hips up towards the sky. You can keep your arms down by your side here, or start to walk your shoulders underneath your chest, and maybe you interlace your hands. If there's any pain, just don't. We never need any pain. It's all good. But if it feels good, that's an option for you. And everyone's going to slowly release those hips back down to the ground. We'll take that left leg and cross it over the right thigh. Press into the foot so that the legs lift and come towards you. Left hand goes through the hole between the legs and hugs the hamstring, pulling everything in towards your body. Close your eyes. Take some deep breaths. Using your exhale to release any tension, maybe in the muscles of the face, the jaw. Maybe releasing the holding going on in your shoulders and just feeling your back release into the ground. Allow the legs to come back down. This time the right leg crosses over the left. And we pull the legs in. Right hand goes through. Both hands hug the hamstring and pull into your body. Right away, settling back into that relaxation, letting the shoulders be heavy away from the ears, softening the muscles in the face. Feeling that belly rise and fall. And slowly release. Keep the right knee into the chest. Extend the left leg straight. Take the right knee and drop it over to the left. Right arm stays down. Back to center. Extend both legs long. Bring the left knee into the chest. Drop it over to the right. And come back to center. Extend your legs long. And I'm going to give you guys the option here, since we just came up on our half-hour time, to either stay here if you have the time this morning for another couple minutes and just focus on your breath. I invite you to take that time for yourself if you have it, relaxing your entire body into the mat. Or we can sit up and continue the day. For the sake of this class, I'm going to have us sit up, but I do encourage you, if you've got a couple extra minutes this morning, stay on your mat and enjoy a couple minutes of deep breathing. I hope that you enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you for joining me today. See you later. Have a good day.